Hi, Dr. Ciesielski. Thank you so much for joining us today here at Roswell Park. I know you're busy and I appreciate your time. We'd love to hear about you and where you're from and why you do what you do.
Thanks for giving me the opportunity to talk today. Originally, I'm actually from the area. So I grew up in Niagara Falls and eventually worked my way out to Roswell. So we're very aware of what Roswell was all my life, and had an opportunity to join the faculty here. So it was a pretty easy decision. And what we're doing is looking to bring new therapies for brain cancer, specifically glioblastoma, from our laboratory to the clinic. And that's why we've been really encouraged by the 11-day power play. For us, this is great to see the community behind us to help support bringing those therapies from the bench to the bedside.
For people that are unaware of the work that you're doing, could you maybe explain exactly what's exciting here in brain cancer research?
Right. So brain cancer, in terms of therapeutics, has been somewhat limited for the last decade. And what we've been trying to do is reverse that. So we've developed a new form of immunotherapy, which is called Cervax-M. It's a vaccine similar to how you would receive the flu shot. Patients come in and get a shot in the arm and they go home, and this vaccine teaches their immune system to target their tumor cells, and it seems to target them pretty effectively, such that some of our latest studies, we've been running a phase 2 clinical trial based at Roswell Park and other centers around the country, where we've learned that patients taking the vaccine have increased their overall survival from about only 15 months under standard care to about 28 months taking the vaccine. So it's really easy for us to get encouraged by that and continue our research forward. And it's great to see that the patients are truly benefiting from something.
Amazing. Are patients coming from all over the world or all over the United States?
It's been a pretty amazing response, actually. Right now, we're open in about 5 centers across the country, but we're seeing patients from all over the U.S., as far as Australia, even coming to our studies. So it's gotten some good publicity, and people are really interested in taking part, which is great.
So do the vaccines create less side effects for patients typically? Is that helping them get through their treatments a little bit easier? Sure.
So immunotherapy is one of the great things about immunotherapy is that there are relatively few side effects. It's not like chemotherapy or radiation. Most of the time, patients experience almost no side effects. It's really quite similar to getting that flu vaccine. Maybe some irritation at the site of injection, sometimes a little bit of a fever, but that's about it.
Amazing. As far as the cost of research, I mean, it's tremendous. The 11-day power play and other community events support the work that you do. How does that feel how important is that money to receive?
Right. So the 11-day power play has really been critical to moving our research forward. And that point that's most important for these kind of activities is getting studies and moving agents from the laboratory out to the clinic. Typically, there's not a lot of funds available to do that through grant resources and traditional resources. And it's those funds that come in that really propel that important research out to have a chance to even get into a clinical trial. And that's what we've been most appreciative of the 11-day power play. If the Cervax-M vaccine's the hockey puck, the power play is the slap shot to get it into the clinic, and we've been very proud to have that behind us all this time.
Well, thank you. I know our players work really hard all year to raise money and to also, get in shape to get out there and skate. Are you a hockey fan?
Very much so all my life. And one of the fun things now, too, is that I know a number of the guys who are out there doing the power play. So we've gone out and watched them on the ice. You see them, beating their own bodies down to the ground to be able to do this. But it makes you proud to see that. And, that support and that feeling you get behind you is pretty tremendous. And that makes it easy to keep going.
I think I've seen you at opening ceremony a couple times in the corner looking out, and we appreciate your support. Now, Roswell Park just recently was ranked number 14 in the entire country for cancer care. How does that feel?
So that really just adds to the pot. To know that Roswell Park is in the top 1.5% of cancer centers around the country is amazing just in itself. being from the area and seeing that develop and working here at the same time and everybody that's involved with it really generates a strong sense of pride in knowing that we can get this mission accomplished.
So you work day in and day out to find a cure. What are you hopeful for?
Hopeful that I will be out of business someday. That's the overall goal. We want to bring this to patients. We want to cure cancer, obviously. But really what we want to do the most is bring hope to the patients, show them that there is opportunities out there for better therapies. Things are coming down the line that should impact their life. And to be able to see that impact in their lives, seeing patients coming back to clinic, it's really a great feeling.
Any message that you would like to share with the 11-Day Power Play community, our volunteers, our players, our supporters?
I would say just keep going, keep shooting, keep at it, because even the smallest donations that come through make a tremendous impact when you come down to clinical trials. You know, just a few dollars can actually help propel another patient to get onto the trial that maybe couldn't have before that. So it's really inspiring for us, and if you guys keep going, we'll keep going.
Great. So grateful for you to join me today and to share all about the amazing work you're doing. Thank you so much for being part of it.
Thank you for all your support.